What's up, dude?
What's up?
You ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
Week 9.
Week 9.
All right, cool. Before we do that, you had a playoff game for your 6th grade team over the weekend. How'd that go?
Great. We won 12-0 against Sparta, and now we're going to the championship. Hoping to repeat. Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. It was not the cleanest of wins, but a win's a win, so we'll definitely take it.
A win's a win. Okay, cool. And as a result of having the game at the time you did on Sunday in the middle of the day, we didn't get a whole lot of football in, not near as much as we normally would. So this week's a little different, but we'll talk about what you know about, what you thought about it. There were some ups, some downs, and a pretty significant trade that happened today, as well as pretty gruesome injury. So let's kick it off with the first game, Ravens-Dolphins. The Ravens beat the Dolphins.
I mean, crushed the Dolphins. Like, it was not even close. Clearly, one-eyed Tua is a lot better than two-eyed Tua. And Jaylen Waddle had a pretty good game, though. Derrick Henry had a really good game rushing. Mark Andrews had a really good game receiving. He had 2 touchdowns receiving. Lamar looked amazing for his first game back. Yeah, I mean, too many costly penalties for the Dolphins. I mean, they were unnecessary and unneeded. Some not so good calls went against the Dolphins. Just sloppy play by the Dolphins, and their defense just hasn't been good at all.
But you expected the Ravens to beat them anyway, right?
Yeah.
All right, this next one, Bears-Bengals. You thought the Bengals might beat them, huh?
I did think so, and they should have, for sure. 30 seconds left. Colston Loveland over the middle breaks 2 tackles and sprints to the end zone with 13 seconds left. It wins the Bears game. 47-42. That's almost 90 points.
That's wild, man. 90 points. Yeah. Nuts. Vikings-Lions.
Wow, J.J. McCarthy put on a show. He was amazing for his first game back. Jefferson had a good game. I mean, all around, their defense played really good against one of the best offenses in the league. And the running backs were held to very minimal gains and stuff like that. Like, they didn't really get going much. And the Lions started to get going at the end there, but it was too little too late. Vikings ended up winning 27-24. A huge win for them, for sure.
Panthers-Packers.
Oh, my God. This division is falling apart. How did the Packers lose to the Panthers? I mean, the Packers lost to the Browns and the Panthers and tied the Cowboys. They beat all the good teams and lose to all the bad teams. It makes no sense. Like, they're almost like the Giants, where they win the games they're not supposed to and lose the games they're supposed to win. I mean, it's bad.
Broncos-Texans. This one was pretty straightforward, I feel like.
Well, it was a very tight game. I mean, I felt like it was going to be like that. Texans at home. Broncos did pull it out, last-minute field goal. Will Lutz has been kicking a lot of those lately. But he's a clutch kicker. He can make those types of kicks. Yeah, I mean, they're both defenses played really good. I mean, they're both really good defenses. So, low-scoring game. Broncos pull it out with the last-minute field goal.
Falcons-Patriots.
Patriots pull it out by the skin of their teeth. A missed extra point is what won them that game. That's absurd. One of the best teams in the league only won by 1 point, and it was a bogus missed extra point. Like, Drake London, granted, though, had an amazing game receiving. I mean, he was stellar for the Falcons, and he's part of the reason that game was so close.
All right. 49ers-Giants, another disappointment.
Yeah, Abdul Carter had a pick, but their offense just couldn't get anything going. And I saw a video today, and it was like they have their leaders on defense. Who's their leader on offense? And it's right. I mean, they could have Jackson Dart as a captain, but he's a rookie quarterback. Are teammates gonna really listen to him as a rookie and them being veterans? So they don't really have an offensive captain right now, and that's a problem. Yeah, that was a bad loss. I feel like that was a very winnable game, and they should have won that game.
How about this one? Colts Steelers.
Bro, the Steelers forced 6 turnovers. And that's why they won that game. But Daniel Jones still had over 300 yards passing. That man is insanely good at the sport. Now, he wasn't before, but he is now. And it is mind-boggling to see those stats and watch him play. He's playing out of his mind. That Steelers defense, though, played way better than they have been playing all season. And they didn't quite make up for everything else they've been doing defensively all season. But they somewhat made up for it. Somewhat.
Chargers Titans.
Oh, yeah, the Titans. Well, this is a somewhat close game. But the Titans are just bad, and the Chargers are good. So let's move on.
Saints Rams.
Same thing here. The Saints are bad. The Rams are good, and Puka Nacua is back, and he had a touchdown and I think over 100 yards receiving. So yeah.
Well done. Jaguars Raiders.
68-yard field goal, NFL record, Cam Little, and he deserved that record too because he got his record taken away from him in preseason because preseason doesn't count. But now he gets it this time, and well deserved. And it was a clean too; it wasn't even a doink. So good for him. Tough loss for the Raiders for sure. They lost 29-30, I believe.
Yeah, 1 point. Yep.
Yeah. Brock Bowers had an amazing game. Yeah, I mean, the Raiders just can't finish games. They've gotten down to the red zone. I saw one play where they had first and goal from the 3, and they had to kick a field goal. That's if you can't capitalize from the 3 with 4 downs, what are you doing? You need to fire all your coaches and start from the ground. Start from nothing.
Okay. Huge disappointment here. Although we knew this was going to be a tough game, and it was in Buffalo. Chiefs lose to the Bills 21-28.
All right, let's get something straight here. We might have lost them in the regular season. They might be 5-1 in the regular season. We are 4-0 in the postseason. We will get them back later on. Don't worry. But Buffalo was supposedly the worst rushing defense in the league. We ran all over them, and we passed not so good, but the passes that were completed were pretty deep ones. So that was a positive, but the negative was the defensive side of the ball. They could not stop Josh Allen or James Cook. They looked like the worst rushing team in the league. That was horrible. Their D-line, they need serious D-line help, and they need to make a trade right now. Right now. Yeah. Today's the 4th, right?
Today's the 4th, yeah.
This is the last day they can trade, and they better do it because they need D-line help badly.
And Mahomes set a new record. Not one he'd be too happy about.
First time he's ever been under 50% in a game.
Yeah. Not good. Seahawks Commanders.
Yeah. Ooh. First of all, let's talk about Jackson Smith and Jigba. another 130-yard game. Like that guy, if the NFL didn't use quarterback like MVP as most value MVQ, most valuable quarterback, then here would be the rewards if the season stopped right now. Jonathan Taylor MVP, Jackson Smith and Jigba Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year Brian Burns. These are all in my opinion. And Coach of the Year Mike Vrabel, and I don't really know the other ones. But comeback player of the year Daniel Jones for sure. But my point there is Jonathan Taylor should be MVP, and Jackson Smith and Jigba should be Offensive Player of the Year. The problem is Jackson Smith and Jigba is not going to get a reward, period, point blank, because he's not winning MVP. That's not a thing. And Jonathan Taylor's not winning MVP, so Jonathan Taylor's gonna win Offensive Player of the Year, and Jackson Smith and Jigba's not gonna be able to, which is crazy because the NFL just loves to make MVP, MVQ, and not give any credit to any other position, which is a problem.
All right.
Wait. And
wait. Yeah.
Darnold had a great game passing. What's his name? Horton. His last name's Horton. He had a really good game, but Jayden Daniels is out for the season, and if anybody saw this play live or a clip of it on YouTube, Instagram, whatever, it is disgusting. I mean, his arm went from this to this to this, like,
yeah,
and then just like, and it was like stuck like that. Like,
yeah. I say dislocated his elbow. It looked as bad as what was his name? Scadaboo's ankle last week. It was awful, and
worse. It looked worse.
Yes, so it's dislocated. They said, at least the last thing I saw, but it's his non-throwing arm, and there's a chance he could be coming back this year. They said, unless you've seen something different. This was yesterday.
I don't think I've seen something different.
Okay,
maybe not. So maybe he's not out for the season, but he's out for a very long time, and Marietta's gonna have to send up a prayer and hope he can get a couple wins, and when if Jayden Daniels can come back, then they can make the playoffs, maybe.
Yeah, you hate seeing that happen to anybody. All right, Cardinals Cowboys. We watched this game last night.
Dude, the Cowboys suck. They suck. They are. They're not the worst team in the league, but they look like the worst team in the league. Marvin Harrison Jr. destroyed them single-handedly. And their third-string running back, Sam Knight, destroyed them on the ground. And our Cardinals defense played really good too, like forcing turnovers and all that. I mean, it was just an all-around good game from the Cardinals, and the Cowboys defense sucks, so there's not really much else to that.
All right, cool. So that's a wrap for the games that happened in Week 9. There was a pretty significant trade today, too.
Yeah, Sauce Gardner going to the Colts. I mean,
leaving the Jets, going to the Colts.
I mean, I see why.
How do you feel about that?
Amazing. The Jets don't deserve him.
Sorry to all the Jets fans out there listening, but reality is they're terrible. Okay, cool. So last week you had a question from one of our dedicated listeners. You got another question this week. I didn't give you the pre-read on this, so it's of these three teams: Chicago, Carolina, and Jacksonville. So the Bears, the Panthers, and the Jags. Which is the best of these three, and do you see any of them making the playoffs? Rich West wanted to know what you think about that. Which one's the best of those three? I say the Bears.
Because you're biased to the Bears. I do not think it's the Bears.
So Carolina or Jacksonville?
Jacksonville's so up and down, but Carolina, like, I mean, they've been playing good, and I feel like their only bad loss was to the Bills, who are amazing, and with Bryce Young out.
Do you think they'll make the playoffs?
I think they got a fighting chance with the way that NFC is going. I think they have a chance to make the playoffs.
All right, so there you have it. There's the opinion of the little guy, and we're off to your championship on Saturday. Good luck. I think you guys will do well. I'm super proud of you and your team. And we will be back in a week's time to see what happens in week 10. And week 10, there's an overseas game, so we'll have an early morning game on Sunday morning.
All right.
All right. Peace out.
Peace out.